those feet hip width apart, toes point forward. We're going to start with that chin to your chest and then roll through the spine as you lower yourself down. Here you are, everyone's starting to come on now. So roll yourself down and then roll yourself all the way back up. Reach up for the arms, stretch up. And again, when you're ready, roll through the spine, lower yourself down. Roll back up and reach up. One more time, roll all the way back down. And then roll back up and reach up. Relax the arms by the side of you. All I want you to do is bring your weight forward so you're coming onto your toes, but your whole foot's still flat on the floor. And then press back into your heels. So again, moving forward to your toes and then swaying back to your heels. One more time here, swaying forward and then sway it back. And then come from side to side. All this is making you realise where you're feeling it in your feet. It's getting the proprioceptors working. Keep that going. One more. And then I want you to come into a basic squat for me. So you can start really small if you need to. It's just warming up through the legs. Just getting the lower body a little bit more activated. But just really make sure as we're squatting that those toes are forward, feet are straight. Making sure the knees are not knocking in or knocking out. Think about squeezing into your bum as we lift from that squat. Good. If you're feeling a little bit warmer, you can go lower. 2 more. And then I want you to come up onto your toes. So lifting yourself up and then lower yourself back down. Good, last 2. One more. And then hovering through that right leg, we're just going to swing that leg forward and back. And then if you can, we're going to lunge that leg forward and then lunge that leg back. So lunge that leg forward, lunge that leg back. So again, the movement can be really small, but really just make sure that front knee is not going over those toes. So we're trying to lunge through that back knee with that lunge forward and back. Go one more forward, one more back, and then keep that leg hovered, and then swing the leg side to side. Take the leg wide, come into your wide squat, and you'll slide in. So legs are wide, toes turned out, knees follow that direction. One more. And then coming back up onto your toes, so lifting up, lowering down. 2 more here. Good, last one. Okay, so your left leg, we're going to swing that leg forward and back. And then lunge that leg forward, lunge that leg back. Good. So nice big lunge. Making sure that front knee's not going over that foot. Lunging for your back knee. Bend the back knee down. Keep that chest upright. Nearly there. One more forward and back. And then we're going to keep that leg hovered as we come from side to side through the leg. And then take them wide, Come into your wide squat, slide it in. So guys, if you're watching it, let me know. Let me know if you're doing it, if you're saving it for later when you're able to do it. Because at the moment, all I'm thinking is, I'm the only one doing this live, but I can see that there's 7 people watching. 2 more. Last one. Go. Bring your chin to your chest again for me. Roll through the spine to lower yourself down. Hold yourself down there. And then walk your hands over to your right side. Lift the right arm up to the ceiling. Bring the arm back down. Walk it over to your left side. Lift the left arm up. Bring the arm back down, bring it back to centre. Roll through the spine, come all the way up, shrug out through the shoulders. Elbows tucked in, opening close with the arms. Keep that going. Hello, Sue. Keep that going. Might just be you and me, Sue. Oh, there's some more people now saying they're doing it. Go 2 more like this. Keep the arms out and then the arms straight out. Hips are staying still, legs are staying still. Come into your torso twist. So we're just twisting from side to side, but the legs or the lower part of the body staying completely still. Head can follow you around, that's fine. Good. Make sure those knees are soft. We're not locking out through those legs at all. Two more. And then let's reach the arms up and over. So coming in through a stretch and mobility work. One more each way. And then swoop the arms forward and back. Two more. Last one. Good, just shrug out through the legs. Okay, make sure you've got space in front of you. We're going to come into your walkout now. So let's bring the chin to your chest. Roll through the spine, lower yourself down. Walk yourself forward into your plank. So we can be here on the toes or there on the knees. Tuck the tailbone under, press up through that space between the shoulder blades. Hello, Sarah, long time. And then we're going to take a step forward with one foot. So try and bring that leg as far forward as you can. You can always bring your back knee down to walk it forward, that's fine. And you can always have the back knee staying here, or you've got your back knee hovered. So if you've got your right foot forward, I want you to lift the right arm up to the ceiling. If you've got your left foot forward, you lift the left arm up. Bring the arm back down, step back through that leg into your plank, and then step forward with the other leg. Again, the back knee can come down as you walk it forward, or you can keep the knee here, or the knees lifted. So if your left foot forward, you lift the left arm up. Bring the arm back down, step back through that plank, walk it into standing. Roll all the way up, reach up. One more time, walk back out into that plank. Holding it here, coming into some heel climbs. So bringing the knee in and out, one knee at a time. Easy option on the knees. Bring the knee from hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back through the heels, stretch the arms forward. Walk your hands over to that right side, coming into the stretch here. And then over to the other side. Good, slowly ease that back up. If you need to grab any cushioning for your knees, because we're going to come and step forward with the right leg. So if you need to bring anything to place underneath your left knee, just go and grab it. So you've got the right foot forward, your left knee's on the floor, and your back foot relaxed down. I want you to push your weight forward into this hip, but really make sure you're not doing this. We're not collapsing into the stretch. So we're just pushing the weight forward, and then think about tucking your tailbone under to get the stretch here. So this is opening that through your hip. So if you've got your right leg forward, I want you to lift that left arm up to the ceiling, and then just drop it over to that right side. And just make sure the knees haven't come out or in, the hip is still level. And then release that down. So we're going to sweep the arms forward as we inhale, exhale, and again, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Good, ease that back out. Take a big step forward through the other leg. So your left leg is forward, or whichever leg you just did first. So we're stretching through that hip, but again we're making sure we're not collapsing into it. And then tuck the tailbone under to really get a deeper stretch here, and to make sure that we're not collapsing. So if your left foot's forward, we're lifting the right arm up and we're taking it over to that left side. Go, releasing that back out. And then we're going to take a deep breath in. And then exhale. So we're swooping the arms forward as we push the weight forward. And exhale. One more here. And exhale. Good, and then ease that out. Coming onto your hands and knees now. So we're going to come into your box position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hip, nice gap between the legs. So keep yourself here as you rock through your lower spine. It's not a cat to cow, it's the lower back that's being moved here, not the upper back. And then find where your back lies halfway. So there should be a neutral position, a halfway point for you. Everyone's going to be different. So keeping it in that halfway position, you're neutral. Think about connecting with the stomach. So we can make a snake sound, that tss. When we make that sound, you might feel some sort of connection through your core muscles. That's the feeling we want to feel when we're bracing or connecting. We're not sucking the stomach in, we're bracing. Holding it here as you take the opposite arm and leg out. Stretch, lower it down, change to the other side. Keep that going. So we're making sure that the back is staying natural in that neutral position. It's not moving. The hips are staying still. Thinking about connecting, working through your stomach as we breathe naturally. And just try and make sure we're keeping that nice gap between the legs as we lower the legs back down. 2 more. And then I want you to take the arm and leg opposite still out to the side. So you're having your knee bent as you take it out. So I always say it's like a cat, or not a cat, a dog peeing on the side of a lamppost. You're lifting that knee up in that position. We're not lifting it so high that the hips move. The hips are staying still. We're using the bum and the stomach here to control the move. Two more. And then sit back through the heels, stretch the arms forward. Walk your hands over to your left side first. And then over to your right. Good, slowly ease that back out. We're going to come onto the floor. We're going to do a little bit of stomach work and then we're doing the relaxation. So lying yourself down. For those that may be doing this with abdominal separation, make sure you're rolling through the side to lie yourself down. So, feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. Relax through the shoulders, relax through your neck and the arms. So we're going to just rock through your lower spine, find where your neutral position is again, and just hold that neutral there. Think about connecting, bracing through your core muscles. So we're just going to start with a curtsy toe tap. So we're tapping that leg slightly over to the opposite side. I'll just move back so you can see me. So tapping. Making sure the hips are staying nice and still. There's no rocking movement, there's no movement other than the legs. For those that do want to work harder and they can, you come up to your tabletop, store your back is in your neutral, and you tap from there. So for those who are doing the harder option, you're tapping that leg diagonally under. Good. For 4, 3, 2, pulse it, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, singles again for me, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring those knees in, have a little rock. One more exercise here, lift the legs up. They can be straight, they can be bent, they can be really bent. Hands can be behind the legs to start. Reverse curls. So you're trying to lift the bum off the floor by lifting the legs up to the ceiling. Hands behind will really support you in this movement. You can make this really small. Or hands go to the floor. So it's really easy for momentum to do the work. Think about slowing it down, controlling the move. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in, rock from side to side, and then just drop both the knees together all the way to one side as you bring the arms to the opposite side. And then change sides. And then ease it back out. So grab any extra layers if you need it, guys, or cushion if you want. Straighten it out through the legs. Allow the arms to drop by the side of you. Bring those eyes to close as you just get yourself settled on the floor or on the mat. And just bring that focus to your breath. That rise and fall breath in the body. Just allowing yourself to relax in this position as much as you can. Allowing that focus to come to your breath. Anything that feels like your mind is racing, just bring it back to your breath. Allowing the muscles to release and let go. Allowing the muscles to soften and relax. Allowing the body and the mind just to come still and slow down. Trying to allow the face muscles to relax. The space between your eyebrows to soften. The jaw just to become heavy. And allow those eyes to sink further into those sockets. As the neck and shoulders release. The arms and the legs heavy against the floor. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale as you start to bring some life through the fingers and those toes. Another deep breath in and a slow exhale as you bring those knees towards your chest. Rock yourself from side to side and then rock over onto a side to come up to sit in. Interlock the hands behind you, press the arms back and come into your chest stretch here. Relax the arms, bring your right hand to the floor, lift that left arm up and over. Ease that out, left arm to the floor, lift the right arm up and over. Good, release that back out and just give yourself a massive round of applause.